I think in English it's called dumplings, but it's not really dumplings. It's filled with cottage cheese, it's quite sweet, and you need to put sugar on the top of it. Good morning, I just woke up and I just wanted to show you this white wall behind me because, oh yes, very soon I'm gonna fill it up with all sort of artwork and stuff, and it's gonna be pretty amazing. But I wanted to show you where we start. Just before dawn, it started to rain, but it was a very special sort of rain. It was very calming. It was it was just perfect. It was something that what you when you experience it, you wanna buy a better camera, you wanna buy a better microphone, just to capture it. I absolutely understand when people go to nature, hiking mountains or go to a valley or going to a lake and it starts to rain and they decided to open another channel, ASMR channel or something like that, just to record the nature when it's raining because it's absolutely amazing. And it's when you are surrounded by nature and this rain and and the train of thoughts you have is gonna be so different than in any other situation. This week is very special for me because we published finally my books rather, 3 of them, and now it's available. They are available for purchase, and it's a very special feeling. It's definitely a milestone, and and I always lived in big cities, so I had many emergency situations where I needed to act rather fast, and I can do that. I can perform really well in these situations, and after a few days, when it's kinda sinks in, then I start to stress about it. But it doesn't matter because it's few days after the action, so it's quite fine. And this is what happened this week. My books came out, and now after a few days it started to sink in, and it started to be very exciting. And yeah, I hope it's gonna find the right audience. Carte Blanche, starting out completely new, a white paper. And yeah, I think the very first thing, oh yeah, look at this flower. That is the very first flower I bought for the new flat because we just moved. Back to the dumplings, I am going to make it actually. Not buying the frozen ones, I'm actually going to make it from scratch. Because I have a wonderful kitchen, so I'm going to use it. It's gonna be so cool. All the food I like, all the meals I like, I'm going to try to create it from scratch. Even making pasta from scratch, using wheat and eggs and so on. It's gonna be fantastic. But back to the books. The very important thing what you need to know about my books, that is the language, the English language, because it's a very special form of English language. Because I was really thinking about this. So my great grandparents, they moved to the USA, and my great grandfather worked as a miner, worked in the mines in the East Coast, on the East Coast. And I was thinking about this long and hard. It's I actually Googled it. I looked up the pictures, and you could see all those amazing working conditions 100 years ago in the mines, East Coast, United States. So you can imagine. And I thought that, yeah, working like this. And he had 9 daughters, put them through school, clothing them, feeding them, 9 people, and himself and the wife, with a salary of a miner. So I was like thinking about this a little bit, and it made me choose an English version of English, what the people spoke when I came to London the first time, because that time you could actually buy a house. So you worked in London for a year and you went back home and you could buy a house, because the salaries was really good. They were really good in London when I came here the first time. So I decided, okay, that version of English language I'm gonna use in my books, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. But I know for some people it could be a little bit disruptive, when they leafing through and they find like like not cell phones but mobile phones, and lots of other odd phrases and stuff. But these are not mistake. I did it deliberately, and I'm very happy about the outcome. Back to my wall in my new house, in my new home. Well, the very first one is gonna be Van Gogh, Sunflowers, because it's one of my favorite paintings, and it was made in 1888. So in France, one guy was basically experiencing heaven creating this immortal painting, and on the other side in England, that was exactly the time of Jack the Ripper. The hell broke loose exactly in the same time in 1888. And that is life, One can experience the best time of his life, and on the other side of the street, people are suffering. Or he can suffer a great deal, and on the other side of the street, people are enjoying themselves, laughing, being very, very happy. And yeah, in the same time, existing in the same time. So that painting gonna be the very first one. Van Gogh's Sunflowers. And now go and read my books and tell me what you think about them.